too much. Oh my gosh. I'm so nervous. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then hi, I am Malika, and honestly this is the perfect first video for you because this is my get to know me Q&A video. We're gonna sit down, have a one-on-one, so welcome. And if it's not, then that's okay. I still love you, like we are bonded, but we also need to get to know me, you know? We need to, you know, you agree? I agree. So that's what we're doing today. So go sit down, chill, and I'm gonna answer a few of these questions. I have like a ton of questions, so if you guys like this video, please let me know because I can make a part 2 and a part 3. I have a bunch of questions, but anyway, let's just get straight into it. I'm excited. Oh my god, I did not tell you guys, I am a new MacBook mommy. She's so beautiful, isn't she? What should we name her? So excited, guys. I just got my first MacBook, like my first one ever, and I'm so excited. But anyway, she has a bunch of these questions, so let's get straight into it. So the first question is, what was it like moving across the country? So if you guys don't know, I am originally from Inglewood, California. Inglewood runs through my blood and veins, okay? But I live in Georgia. So what's it like? Okay, so personally for me, I had no problem moving. Like, I completely understand people who are scared to move, just because of like it's such a big change and such a big shift. But for me personally, it just was not that. Like, I didn't have any fear, and I've moved twice. Don't know, but I actually went to college in Arizona. So I mean, Arizona is close to California, but I did move. So technically I had moved from California to Arizona. I went back to California when COVID hit, and I was there for like a month or like 6 weeks. And then I made the decision to move again. So I moved from California to Georgia. So because of that, like, I wasn't settled at that point in my life. So I feel like it wasn't really like hard to move. Like, it wasn't hard for me to get up and move because I didn't feel like I was leaving a lot since I had already been off at school. I wasn't really scared. It wasn't really scary, but I think once I got here, it was just hard to find my place because I didn't really have a place, and then I had to like think about making friends, and for me, making friends isn't the easiest. I know it sounds so crazy, but making friends is not that easy for me. I'm a really nice person. I'm a really like outgoing, open person when it comes to people, like being around people, but like actually making relationships and making like tight bonds, I have not done that since I was a child. So it's kind of like interesting as an adult. Like it's just interesting to go into friendships as an adult. So yeah, but I think it was just kind of like finding my stride, because when I moved out here, I didn't have a license, I didn't have a car, I didn't have like I didn't have any of my independence that I had when I was back at school. Like, it just felt like I was battling with being a child and being an adult. That was probably the only struggle that I had when moving. But other than that, for me, it was easy. It was kind of seamless. Like, I moved here, and then I got a job in 3 days. I was working, and then I made friends at my job, and the people who I was working with were like amazing. They treated me with so much kindness and love and gentleness. Or gentleness, is that a word? I don't know, but they were just so gentle with me, and they were so like sweet to me. So they were very welcoming. So to be honest, my move here was so easy. Transition was so easy. There were like some moments that like were hard for me, but it was never moving. All of the struggles that I came with were just kind of like struggling with like I feel like an adult, but then I felt like I wasn't, or I still felt like a kid. But it never came with moving. Moving was so easy for me. I think in another lifetime I was a nomad because I genuinely like moving. Like, I want to move again really soon. So I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. Next question is, what's my favorite characteristic about myself? Honestly, I think my favorite characteristic is, do I not have a favorite character? I feel like I do. I just can't, like, you know when someone asks you a question and then you have to really think about it, because it's like, but if like I was by myself, I probably would be like, oh, I love this about myself, I love this about myself. But then when you ask, I'm just like drawing a blank. What is my favorite characteristic about myself? Honestly, I think my favorite characteristic about myself, I believe this is a characteristic, would be like my therapist like vibe. I don't know if that's a characteristic, but I believe that goes with my character. I genuinely believe that I am just somebody who can really be a listening ear, can really be someone that you can confide in, that you can get like really amazing advice from. I don't know, I genuinely feel like I'm like the therapist of my friends. So I think that would be my favorite characteristic. Like, I like my friends leaning on me, and I like being there for them, and I like kind of being like the voice of reason when things are kind of like muddled. So I think that would be my favorite characteristic, is being like a therapist and liking to ask questions and liking to understand the whys, and kind of like allow someone to have like a revelation, or allow someone to kind of break that barrier, or like that wall down, or bring their guard down. I think I like doing that, and just like getting someone to think. I like that. So I think it would be like my therapist like vibe. Who in your life understands you the most mentally and emotionally? I love this question. My answer is super easy. It would be my mom. Hands down, I believe it's my mom. I think about this a lot, but I genuinely just believe that because we've grown together. Mom was a teen mom, but I just feel like we've grown together. We have grown into the people that we are today together. And if anything, it's because of that other person. Like, I believe I am the person that I am because of my mom, but I genuinely believe that she's the person that she is because of me. I think we just better each other. I think we just understand each other. A lot of the time I'm just like, wow, like my mom is probably the only person who has gone through every stage of my life and understands like the small victories that I celebrate. Like me starting to eat cheese, like the only person that would understand like, wow, that's amazing, is my mom. Because when I was younger, I didn't like cheese, or when I'm trying different things, not a lot of people would understand like, wow, like that's actually a really good thing for her. But my mom would be, and she would be proud of me. So I think it's just, for me personally, my mom has just been through life with me this entire time, so I just genuinely believe that she understands me the best. She understands me to my core. So yeah, it would be my mom, hands down. I think she knows so much more about me than even I do sometimes. So yeah, it's my mom. And then the second person would be my boyfriend, of course, but it's my mom for sure, hands down. Like, no competition. My mom knows me. So this question is, when did I start my healthy hair journey? Why did I start it, and what advice would I give to other people? So if you guys don't know, I'm not even sure if I made a video. I think my first video I had curly hair. The other ones I don't think I did. But if you guys don't know, I have like big blue black curly hair, and I actually started my healthy hair curly journey about 3 years ago while I was still back in school. I actually started it after dyeing my hair. When I was younger, I had curly hair, but I did not have curly hair where I was able to wear it out. My mom said that even if I did wear it out a few times, like she had to like almost drench my hair, or like literally soak my hair in product to actually get it to last. But ideally, my hair was just not really the curly hair that was let out. And honestly, my mom didn't really know much about curly hair because my hair is almost different from everybody in my family. I believe my hair is completely different from theirs, but it's like it's a mix of them. But none of my family are natural, and none of them have curly hair like me. So I didn't really have that much information. I didn't really see a lot of people like my hair, so I didn't really know. And then when I was younger, I just liked straightening my hair. Like, I had long hair. I always had long, thick hair, so I liked straightening it so I can see the length, so people can compliment me and tell me that they're so pretty. You know, I didn't know any better. But I got to college, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I dyed my hair because I went through a breakup, you know, that old chestnut. But I dyed my hair, so I bleached and dyed my hair, and I dyed it purple. And of course it was straight when I dyed it, so I didn't know what was gonna happen to my curls, even though my hair wasn't curly. Like, my hair was so damaged. It was absolutely damaged. I had stringy pieces. My hair was really dry. It would, like, I would be in the shower and I would soak it and detangle it, and then it's like 2 minutes out of the shower and it's just like so dry and it's like poofy, and it always looks like my hair was blow dried, even though it wasn't. It just would dry straight. So once I dyed my hair and then I had to wash my hair for the first time after it being straight, I saw my curls and they just looked so juicy. It was different from what it usually looked like. Like, they just looked really juicy and they looked really healthy. And crazily enough, I genuinely believe that the reason why my hair is so curly now, other than the fact that, you know, I've taken care of it since then, the reason why I got the opportunity to start a curly hair journey is because I bleached and dyed my hair. I think it kind of just like rejuvenated my hair, or almost like started it over. I don't know how to explain it, but my hair was just so dead and so unhealthy, and then dyeing it, bleaching it, is kind of like it fixed it. Like, it felt like it fixed it. But I saw the curls and I was just like, well, like, maybe let's try. So I got like Shea Moisture and I'd put it in my hair and I would kind of see what would happen. And, you know, as the days and weeks and months went on, I just would see like my hair lasting a little bit longer and holding tighter curls and like keeping a bounce, and it looked really pretty, and it would get big and I would get volume, and I'm just like, what is this? Like, this is amazing. Once I saw what healthy hair really looks like and how good it felt to actually like take care of my hair and show it love and see all of the curls and see all the juices and get all the compliments. Like, I got so many compliments about my hair being curly, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, this is crazy. And now it feels like a part of my identity. Like, I feel like that blue curly curly haired girl. And that's literally my name. They call me Blue, they call me Curls, they call me all of these things that usually are related to my hair, but I just take them as compliments because I put a lot of work into it. Like, I've been a curly girl for 3 years, and anybody who is a natural girl knows that it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of like research. Like, you have to learn your hair. It takes a lot of money. Like, I invest in a lot of products to keep it this way. That's how I started it. What advice I would give you is kind of like, just be patient. It really does take some time. It's kind of like trial and error, just like everything else. It's very much like everything that girl might use is probably not going to work for you. That style that she does might have to be a little adjusted for you. Invest in good hair products. Definitely invest in good hair products. Like, I love Curlsmith. That's kind of like the only one that I invest in, or like Texture ID, but that's kind of like in between. Curlsmith is just actually a lot more expensive, but definitely start from Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture is like the best. I used the Curly Smoothie, and I think I used everything of the Hibiscus line. I think that's it was the Curl Smoothie. It's like orange. Oh, the Jamaican castor oil, that line. that was what I used the first month or two of my curly hair journey. Like, try different things. You have to try different techniques, like the bowl method that everybody does. That does not work for me. I don't know why, but it doesn't work for me. Also, learning which one you like sometimes some people like definition, some people like volume. I prefer volume over definition, unless it's specific that I need definition. But I mean, that's something that I had to learn. Like, the definition is really pretty, but I kind of like when my hair is like I like it when it gets big. But yeah, I feel like it's an amazing journey that doesn't really stop. Like, it's never gonna stop. So just like enjoy it. Like, try a bunch of different things, try different techniques, and try different products, and try different tools, and look into different things, and learn like high porosity and low porosity, or learn why you shouldn't use sulfate in your hair, or why you want paraben free things, or why you might want paraben things. And like, just it's something just to learn. Like, you're always gonna learn something new, you're always gonna see something different with your hair, and I think just have fun with it. Like, I have fun with my hair. My hair is so fun, and it's like so crazy right now. It's, you know, in this style, but I actually miss my crazy lioness hair. And let me know if you guys need any tips, because I have a curly girl channel, curly girl account. So like, definitely follow me down there. I will be back so soon once I have my curls back, and I'll be posting more reels, and I'll be learning different techniques, and I would love for you guys to join me on that. How would you describe your current self to your younger version of yourself? Honestly, I have changed a lot, genuinely. Just even within the last 2-3 years of my life, I have changed so much. And later on, as my YouTube journey kind of grows, I will definitely open up and let you guys know like what was going on and all of those things. But as of now, I have changed a lot. I have grown a lot. Me younger, I was very impressionable. I was very, I don't want to be like proud of this. I'm not proud of this at all, but I was kind of mean. And I'm saying younger, like young, but I was kind of mean. I think I had a little bit of mean girl energy, but it was more so because I just didn't like myself. And I didn't like myself for a very long time. I genuinely don't believe I started liking myself until I was about 18, 19. But that came with a lot of things. Like, I didn't like how I looked. I felt like I wasn't pretty. I didn't like that if my hair wasn't straight, I didn't like it. I didn't like that I wasn't as smart as my friends, and I didn't like that I didn't have siblings, and I didn't like that I wasn't a girly girl, and I didn't like my arms, and I didn't like my legs, and I didn't like my ankles, and I didn't like my skin, and I didn't like my eyes. I didn't like anything. I would never want to say I hated myself, but I definitely was not a confident person. I was never confident in myself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like, I just wasn't confident. I didn't like that I didn't have a talent. I didn't like that I felt like I wasn't good at anything. And now I give myself so much grace. I am not in any way that hard on myself. I do not judge myself. I'm not gonna say at all, I'm never gonna talk definitively, but I do not judge myself. Like, maybe there are some times where I slip up, or maybe when I'm just like really down, but for the most part, I'm a confident person. I just choose to be. That is something that I chose a while ago. I choose to be confident. I choose to like myself. I choose to believe that I'm pretty, and I choose to believe that I am a kind person, because I am. I choose to be nice to the people on the street, and I choose to be thoughtful and considerate. And I know that I'm smart. I was on a roll my entire high school career. I know that I retain information pretty well. I might not listen, but I can retain information. I can retain information pretty well. I choose to be happy. I know that I'm emotionally intelligent. There are a bunch of things that I'm just confident in, that I know about myself. So I believe that the reason why I am different now is because I've had 21 years to know myself. I had 21 years to learn myself. I had 21 years to accept myself for who I am. And you know, that took a lot of time. That took a lot of growth. And judging myself as a 10-year-old girl who all she did was compare herself to other people, I kind of chalk that up to just not knowing better. Love who I am, and I love who I was back then. I wish that I had been kinder to myself, but like I said, it comes with growth. It comes with your environment. It comes with a lot of things that I did not have those tools in that moment. But now, as a grown adult, as someone who is still practicing grace, who is still practicing understanding, who is still practicing kindness, I can see the change, and I can see how it makes someone feel, and I can see how just being nicer to yourself makes you feel. I see being nicer to yourself makes you treat other people. So yeah, I just think that my spirit, and emotionally and mentally, my growth is crazy. It is out of this world. But yeah, I think that would be my biggest difference that I see, or in comparison to my younger self. How do you express yourself to others? My love language. So how I show love to people is physical touch and quality time. I am very affectionate. Like, I love kisses, I love cuddles, I love hugs, I love holding your hand, I love hooking my hand onto you. I like snuggles. I like sitting next to you. Like, if I can be physically bonded to you, like, I would. Like, my boyfriend specifically, I want to be sewn to his skin. Like, I want us to just never be apart. And that's so ironic for the simple fact that I am long distance, but I just want him to permanently be beside me forever. Yeah, but that's how I show my love. I'm physical. I love kisses. I love just kissing my family. I don't know why, I just love their faces. Their faces, like, I'm imagining like holding my cousin's face or holding my mom's face. Like, I just love their face. Like, I just wanna bite them. Like, I just want to eat them. So yeah, just like giving kisses and hugs and touching them in any capacity. Just want to touch them or be close to them. I'm 21 years old, and I still don't let my mom go to the bathroom by herself. I know it's weird, but you know, like, when you're young, like, you follow your mom, or you sit at the door. It's kind of like the vibe that I do. Like, I kind of like talk to her while she's in the shower, or I talk to her while she's on the toilet, or I kind of just like, I just want to see her so I know that she's there. we have some codependency issues that we do need to work out in therapy. But yes, I just like being close to the people that I love. What is something you dream of doing? This kind of goes with what do I see myself doing in the future, and what do I see myself doing in like 10 years? I have a few questions like that, but those are all the same to me. Basically, I want to open up a women's shelter, and I want to open up a nonprofit, and I want to open up a homeless shelter. It's my main goal in my life, I think, and my life purpose is helping people in any capacity that I can. I just want to be a safe space for people who are struggling, who are fighting addiction, and who are just really in a tough time, in a tough space. I think, like I said, like I'm a big believer on grace, and I'm a big believer on just like kindness and empathy. So I think because of that, I want to provide a space that other people can feel those things, and I want to provide a space where people feel safe and feel taken care of and feel looked out for. I genuinely believe that, especially when I moved to Georgia, there were so many people who had a hands on taking care of me that I want to give that to other people. I want to give that to the world, and I want to impact the world with kindness and with joy and with thoughtfulness and with consideration and with grace and with understanding. Like I want to change the world, and that's so big to say, but I just want to impact. I just want to impact people, and I want to change their heart, and I want to change the way that they see and how they think. And genuinely, I just want to make them feel good. So that is what I want to do, and I definitely see myself doing that. I will have my own business. I will open up a shelter. I will open up a nonprofit. That is going to happen. That is something that makes me happy. I struggled so long not knowing what I wanted to do, and I really had to sit back and think, like, what brings me joy, like what makes me happy. And it's like being with people and helping people and making them happy. And I was just like, so why not do that? Like, why not do that? Why not be able to create a space that makes people happy and that takes care of people and helps them and teaches them things? And I don't know, I'm just really excited, and I know that it might take me a little bit of time, but I'm excited. And yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay guys, this is gonna be my last one. So it says, tell a funny childhood story. I have a few, but the one that comes to mind is very embarrassing. It also says tell an embarrassing moment, so this is a 2-in-1. Okay, this, you guys are gonna want to listen to this. My funny childhood story is very interesting, to say the least. So when I was younger, I was actually a part of this nonprofit that would have like banquets or like fundraisers for the people in the organization, and then the people who would help fund it. So there were a bunch of like business people and all that stuff, but there were some celebrities. Like I remember the last one that I went to, Regina King was there, and she actually got an award. But this year that I'm talking about, LL Cool J was there, and I was about like 10 or 11, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe this was my first one. No, this was my second one. So I probably would have been 12 by then. We are at the banquet, and I was with my friends. It was me, Kalila, Leah, and Journey, and you guys don't know this, obviously, but we were actually in a singing group called Amore 5 at the time. So when we were talking to the host of the banquet, it was actually Bonnie Wheeler from Baby Daddy. I love her, but she would come in the back and she would talk to us kids, and we had ended up bringing up that we were in a singing group, and you know, she was just like, oh, okay, that's cool, like whatever. That was it. So we are all separated at dinner, and we're sitting with, you know, the people who fund the organization. We're kind of just like smoozing them so they can give us more money. And Melissa, she's up there on the stage and she's, you know, emceeing or everything. And at this moment, she ends up talking about how we had told her that we were in a group, and she told us to come up on stage and sing. She got us up on and I need you guys to remember, LL Cool J was sitting like table 1 right in front of the stage, or like table 2 right on the corner of the stage, but he was still there. Okay? He was still there watching my 12-year-old self on that stage. He saw all 4 of us literally looking around and then running to the stage, just skirt to the stage. We get on the stage and she like puts us on the spot. She tells us to sing. Look, girl groups or groups in general, you are supposed to be prepared for moments like this. Okay. You are supposed to have a song in your back pocket that you know from start to finish for whatever reason. If you were going to tell someone, hey, I'm in a group, and especially if you are in front of like celebrities and stuff or networking events, you choose to share that information, you have to be ready, okay? From what I'm saying to you guys now, do you guys think I was ready? I was not ready. None of us were ready, okay? So we go upstage and she's like, sing us a song. We're looking stupid. We're looking very stupid, looking around each other and like, what song do we sing? Oh my God, what song do we sing? We end up picking Amazing Grace. Like, I will never ever understand why we picked Amazing Grace, because I don't know about y'all, but I only know Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. That's it. That's all I know. And then I think I start dozing off, and then I'm like, I once was found, but now I'm found. But I really don't know if that's Amazing Grace or not. I feel like it's a different song. I feel like it's like a hip hop song. I don't even know. For the most part, I know Amazing Grace and Rich Like Me. Like, I know that for sure. So we sing that, and I am not the only one who stops at Rich Like Me. After that, it's like, Rich Like Me. Are we done? Like, that was a sentence. Like, that's embarrassing. So me, Leah, and Journey stop. No, me, Leah, and Kalila. Well, we stopped singing because that's kind of all we know. The homegirl, Journey, professional. Okay, she's a professional. I don't believe she knew the entire lyrics of Amazing Grace, but I just remember she was singing Grace, Amazing Grace. Like, she was just doing her Beyonce. Like, she was doing it up. Like, okay, Beyonce, we get it. But if anything, she was the reason why we didn't look too stupid. I mean, we still look stupid because we had one mic, and then it's just like Journey just automatically took it, and like we're just like backup dancers, but we're not dancing. We're just kind of standing there like letting her shine. So it was embarrassing nonetheless. It got worse because after that cool grade, they clap for us because they're 12-year-olds. If they don't, they'd be like jerks. So whatever, we go back down and it's just like, oh, it's like really crazy whirlwind. We're sitting at our dinner, and then Melissa gets on stage and she's closing out the dinner at this point. She ends up calling us up again, and she's like, and I want to make a big thank you to Amore 5. Ladies, please come up one more time. We run, and when we're running, we're crying. We are bawling our eyes out because all these people are clapping for us, and we're bawling, sobbing, absolutely ugly crying. Kim K crying on that stage in front of all of these people. And I want you guys to understand that it was a big banquet hall. It was a bunch of people, including LL Cool J. Like, I need y'all to remember, LL Cool J was sitting right there. He has a memory of me crying at 12 years old. Embarrassingly crying after singing Amazing Grace. Who? What? You know what's worse? After that, you know, whatever. We're getting off stage after the whole sob fest. Mr. Cool J, his agent, gives us his card. I'm sorry. What? Mr. LL, are you serious? This is craziness, okay? This is crazy. It does not get better. He gives us this. You know, we try and be all cool, whatever. We're 12-year-olds. Again, remember, 12. Gives us the card. Okay, cool. He leaves. And then screaming. Of course, fangirling. Like, oh my gosh, we're going to get famous. Now, I know you guys are wondering, then why aren't you in a mansion? Because my dear, sweet friend, Leah, gave her mother the agent's card, and it was like a weekend. Like, these banquets usually would be like on a Friday or a Saturday. You know, school's on Monday. Monday comes. Leah, we have to call the agent. Like, oh my god, we have to stay on the momentum. Like, they're gonna forget about us. Leah can't find it. I'm sorry, what? You can't find it? Go find it. Like, what are you talking about? This is crazy. She's like, I can't find it. My mom lost it. Do you hate me? And you know what's worse? Is that I guarantee that there is actual footage from that banquet because they recorded that entire banquet. I dare you guys to try and find it. It was about 10 years ago. And you're just gonna have to figure it out because I didn't tell you the organization's name, but I've been looking for years. But yes, there is a video of me singing on stage, singing with my friends at a banquet, and then crying at said banquet with said friends at 12 years old. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that made y'all laugh because it was very embarrassing for me. Like, it's actually really horrendous that is my life. But yes, and that was not the only time I've ever sung on stage. I have very much sung on stage maybe 2 or 3 times after that, and again, there are more videos, and they got worse with age. So as of now, you will not catch me on stage because I think I have traumatized myself with an actual stage. Like, I'll perform, but I will not get on a stage and make an ass of myself. I'm so sorry, but I can't do it. I've done enough of it in my time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this made you laugh. I hope you guys feel a little bit more connected to me. Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 because, like I said, I have a bunch of questions. I feel like I kind of like went through a few of them. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see another one. I love you guys. Bye.